Hi guys! In this episode of Trail of Curiosity, I am really excited to be reacting to the new Doctor Who 60th anniversary official trailer, which honestly caught me by surprise because I wasn't expecting any kind of trailer or teaser to happen anytime soon, or honestly at all, but we are actually getting very close to the release of these episodes, so it makes sense that they would release an official trailer because we never really got one. We got a teaser at the end of Power of the Doctor, and we then got a little bit of a bigger trailer later on, but this is the official trailer, which honestly makes me wonder of how much actual new content we're actually going to get in this trailer, because I did take a little bit of a glimpse at it because I just couldn't stop myself from doing so, and it looked largely the same, with pretty much the same content and the same shots and everything. So hopefully we are gonna get some actual substantially different things in this trailer, because otherwise I feel very disappointed, because we've really gotten very little about the actual content of the stories, which I guess is not a bad thing because it means we're gonna be more surprised when we actually watch the episodes. But at the same time, I want something to bite my teeth into, you know? I want to have something to look forward to in terms of the episode that is not just, oh, David Tennant's back, oh, Catherine Tate is back, oh, Neil Patrick Harris is the villain or something. But yeah, I'm really excited about this trailer and the specials. It's kind of insane that we're actually very close to the release, because it feels like it was just yesterday when Power of the Doctor aired. But yeah, we are actually there. And hopefully that means that Series 14 is also not going to be far behind. I don't remember like reading any information about when in the next year do they plan to release Series 14, but hopefully it's not going to be in the fall of 2024, because god, it's going to be too long of a wait. And that is even good despite the fact that I'm not really particularly excited about Series 14, but that is kind of a topic for another video, and I feel like I've probably talked about this in some of my Doctor Who reviews, so go and watch those if you want to learn why I'm not particularly excited about Series 14. It mostly has to do with the episode count. But yeah, after we get through the trailer, we're obviously going to be breaking it down shot by shot. So without further ado, let's get into it and see how many new things, how many new fun things we're going to be getting out of it. But before we do, as usual, I want to remind you that I would really appreciate it if you guys could help me out with my transition by donating to my Patreon, Coffee account, or my PayPal, because for those who didn't know, I am trans. And by doing so, you also get access to some exclusive content on my Patreon and Coffee account, like my full-length versions of the reactions that I do on the channel, some vlogs that I've started doing recently, and potentially, if you are into K-pop music, you can get to demand me to react to K-pop songs. You get all of that. And if those things are not to your liking, you can also offer some suggestions about the kind of content that would make you support me over there. But again, also, if you don't want to do that, you can simply like the video, subscribe to the channel, check out some of my other content as ways to support me. It's completely up to you. But yeah, enough chit-chat about things you don't care about. Let's get into what you're here for, which is the official trailer for the Doctor Who 60th anniversary in 3, 2, 1. Here we go.
Sometimes I think there's something missing. Like I had something lovely.
Yeah, we had lovely, good quality Doctor Who. And it was ripped away from us by Chibnall.
I've got this friend called Donna Noble. I had to wipe her memory to save her life. If she remembers me, she will die. So what happens next? The spaceship crashes right in front of her. It's like she's drawing us in.
What the hell? We've got a bloody Martian in the shade!
Oh, here we go again.
Here we go again.
Destiny, but if destiny exists, then it is heading for Donna Noble. And I've got a memory. After a very long time, something's coming back.
Who are they?
What is coming back?
There's something so bad the TARDIS ran away.
Yes.
We go and kick its ass!
Hell yeah!
Kate Lethbridge Stewart.
What do we do this time, Doctor? How do we fight the human race?
It's so weird seeing him with Kate Lethbridge Stewart though.
Something entered this world. Oh, but he is recognizing me.
Who is he?
The one who waits.
Open fire!
Why does it have to be this?
Dude!
Your fight is with me! I don't know if I can save your life this time.
Dude, this looks so cool! Okay, there's definitely a lot of shots that I want to go through, but I honestly kind of want to watch the trailer again because there
Don't
was.
forget to click below to subscribe.
And
to the
here it is!
Doctor Who YouTube channel.
He said the thing! He said the thing! Hell yeah! Okay, so my worry about this trailer not really giving us anything substantially new, it's gone. They did actually give us some meaty stuff about where the possible story is going to go. Some honestly really insane visuals that I want to talk about. Some emotional stuff, emotional character stuff that I did not expect to get from this. There's a lot of excitement that I actually have for this. I'm really excited about these specials, man. There's so much to talk about, so I don't think we should just get into the trailer again because I feel like I didn't pay enough attention, plus I was busy talking some of the time, and I just want to pay complete attention and be quiet for the second listen. So let's get into it again in 3, 2, 1.
Sometimes I think there's something missing. Like I had something lovely. And it's gone. I lie in bed thinking, what have I lost?
Your mother's friend, called Donna Noble. I had to wipe her memory to save her life. If she remembers me, she will die. So what happens next? The spaceship crashes.
Okay, the visuals are insane.
What the hell? We've got a bloody Martian in the shade!
Here we go again. I don't believe in destiny, but if destiny exists, then it is heading for Donna Noble. And I've got a memory. After a very long time, something's coming back.
Who are they?
It's the Celestial Toy Maker, isn't it?
There's something so bad the TARDIS
It's gotta be, right?
Yes.
We go
And kick its ass!
Kate Lethbridge Stewart.
What do we do this time, Doctor? How do we fight the human race?
Something entered this world. Oh, but he is recognizing me.
Who is he?
The one who waits.
Open fire!
Why does it have to be this?
I love that screen from him. I'm curious about it. Why is he so raging?
I don't know if I can save your life this time. Worldwide premiere.
I'm just still not really super excited about the new Doctor. I think it's just the typical.
Don't forget to click below to subscribe to the official Doctor Who YouTube channel.
The typical Doctor Who fan cycle where where there's a new Doctor, you are at first like disgusted by them, then you kind of start to like them, then you fall in love with them, then they die and a new actor comes and it starts all over again. Because I had the same kind of, I guess, restraint against Peter Capaldi when he first became the Doctor. I had a brief issue with Matt Smith, but it doesn't really count because at the time I was watching it on TV and not really online, so I didn't really get to experience that regeneration from Tennant to Matt Smith in the same manner. By the time I actually start watching Matt Smith, I already was well familiar that he was the Doctor and everything. But yeah, this is very exciting. There's a lot to talk about, so I think we should just start getting into it shot by shot, because there's a lot, and I'm really excited. I feel like there is actually going to be some meat to the storyline, which is something we've been fucking missing from Doctor Who in the last 3 years for obvious reasons, but we're finally back to good Doctor Who, baby. It's just gonna make Jodie's era feel that much worse. That's the worst thing. It's gonna make the Jodie era feel like such an outlier in terms of its quality, because I'm pretty sure that Murray Gold is also back. So yeah, it's gonna make Jodie's era feel like such a weird spin-off almost, you know? And also, I just want to comment on one of the lines in this episode where Donna says, "There's something so scary that has made the TARDIS run away." That is hella fucking convenient as a way to not have to use Jodie's TARDIS set, or have to show the 15 Doctor TARDIS set either. I mean, sure, the TARDIS always kind of runs away as a way to kind of up the stakes a little bit, but it's just a fucking convenient way to write it out so you don't have to use any of the TARDIS sets, neither the older ones or the newer ones. I would have liked if they made either reused his old grungy set, or made new one that fit this new version, a new incarnation of the Doctor, because otherwise he's really gonna feel not really like a proper incarnation, and he's gonna be treated like a proper incarnation. So I think they should have done that, but I understand why they didn't, because it's gonna be unnecessary spending of the budget for something that doesn't matter. But still, considering how high budgeted this looks, I feel like they could have made something, you know? But yeah, let's get into the trailer, shot by shot. So first we have shots that we've already seen of the Doctor coming out of the TARDIS. Shots of Donna, some new shots of the TARDIS being carried by helicopters above London, as is tradition in specials. We had the same shit in the 50th anniversary. I guess what RTD does love copying Moffat, because they did exactly that in that episode. It's really funny. Because that was also the episode where the David Tennant also met, David Tennant's incarnation met Kate Lethbridge Stewart, which I already commented that it's kind of interesting to see him interact with her, because she has been a character since the Matt Smith era, season 7, series 7, but she was pretty prominent for the 12th Doctor, and pretty decently prominent for Jodie's Doctor too, so, well, actually not really that prominent, but she was there, at least, so there's that. And it's cool that we're gonna keep seeing her with, future incarnations, and it's kind of cool to see this new incarnation of David Tennant meet and interact with her. I don't know, it's a little bit of, having the 10th Doctor interact with her, but it's not really the 10th Doctor, it's the 14th Doctor, but it's still kind of cool. I get excitement from that, you know? Imagine the 9th Doctor meeting Kate Lethbridge Stewart. That would be cool. Okay, so these are shots that we've already kind of seen, so I'm kind of gonna glimpse over them a little bit, honestly. There's obviously some new shots, but nothing really substantial that I can say about them, you know? Some cool new shots of David Tennant looking awesome, but he definitely doesn't look the same. He looks obviously older. He has 5 o'clock shadow on his face. I don't know if they tried to shave his beard down, or whether they're just going for this more of a distinct look, but I'm kind of split on whether I like it or not, because I would have liked to see him obviously look basically the same as he did as the 10th Doctor, because seeing him, that's my issue with kind of like legacy stuff nowadays. Actually seeing how different the actors look from their original series like 10-15 years ago, and seeing how they've aged. For me, at this point, it's starting to work negatively, because it's just reminding me that I myself am getting older, you know? And that I am not the kid that I was 10 years ago. It's just reminding me of my own mortality, seeing them obviously older. It makes sense, obviously, and of course they would be older, but seeing them older just kind of evokes the wrong kind of nostalgia, because it reminds me of that good time, but it also reminds me that that good time is over, you know? And I would prefer to, I guess, just watch those episodes with the actors obviously still looking how they looked 10-15 years ago. But yeah, let's continue. Again, some of the shots that we've already seen. The Doctor, as usual, stumbling upon Donna, as he tends to do. I love that they're using footage from, like, the original, not original, like, Series 4. It weirdly looks higher quality. I don't know if they've, like, updated with, like, AI stuff, like, made it more high-res. But, honestly, I kind of like the look of it. Like, people have said that, oh, Doctor Who didn't use HD or whatever because that set wouldn't look as good in HD, but this looks pretty fucking HD to me, and the set looks fine. Although, definitely, it looks a little bit more like a set. After having these far bigger TARDIS sets compared to that, it does look a little lower budgeted for sure, but it is also kind of just the style of that console in particular, so it doesn't really matter too much, but I like seeing that footage. I'd have really liked for them to go back to using the 16:9 ratio, because I don't understand what is the current fascination with making everything look super fucking cinematic with this fucking annoying ratio. Every show that I watch has done that recently. The Flash did it for its final season. All of a sudden decided to do this cinematic ratio. The Walking Dead spin-offs have done that ratio. Fear the Walking Dead, which is another Walking Dead spin-off, also decided to do this ratio in its final season. I don't understand why. At least Doctor Who has been doing it since Series 11, so it's not like as annoying for me right now, but I still don't understand why. Why? The standard ratio is 16:9. Why should I fucking have these stupid fucking bars on top and bottom of my monitor? It's so annoying. Use the whole thing. For people who complain about 4:3 wasting the sides of a monitor, so does this stupid cinematic ratio. And to me, my interest in it looking cinematic is not that big enough to waste the space on my computer. Bring back 16:9 as a standard. Yeah, let's continue. Why the fuck is he talking to this random lady? I don't quite understand that, but it's probably gonna make sense in context. He might be just venting, as the Doctor kind of tends to do. This looks fucking awesome, dude. Look at that visual of that spaceship falling during the night. Like, at least they're doing something interesting with the visuals, because we've seen, obviously, spaceships crash in London during the day in Doctor Who, but this is kind of the first one they've done during the night, and it also looks fucking awesome. I don't really particularly care about this little thing, but they clearly are gonna be using it for, like, Baby Yoda purposes, if you get what I mean. Yeah, so far it's mostly still footage that we have already seen. The Doctor shows up at Donna's place, gets slapped by by her mom, and he says, "Here we go again," which is just really funny, perfect line. There are some new shots of the Doctor, but again, nothing really substantial yet. It's still just more like extended footage of things we've already seen. I just want to get to the actual like news stuff. Like from this point onwards, it's kind of like more actual news stuff. It's kind of weird to see David Tennant as the Doctor in this like higher budgeted Doctor Who. It's gonna be kind of interesting to compare it to the way Doctor Who used to look and feel in his original era, you know? I think Neil Patrick Harris is playing the Celestial Toymaker. Like, the more footage that we see from him, and him saying that, and the Doctor saying that he has a long memory, and something from a long time ago is coming back, it only makes sense that it would be the Celestial Toymaker. And some of the lines that David Tennant says in this also kind of give credence to the theory that he is responsible for the Doctor returning to this old face of his. And I'm going to point out the specific line which makes it very obvious, which gives me that vibe once we get to it. Man, this is also just so differently shot compared to the last time we had like David Tennant and Catherine Tate in Doctor Who, so I'm also here for that. It's another thing that it's going to be interesting to compare how much TV has evolved from then till now, you know? Man, have we seen this tower before from this point of view? Because, like, I remember in Power of the Doctor we had, like, the unit headquarters get blown up or something. So is this, like, a new building that unit has gotten? That's kind of fucking cool, though. I love that. We need to, like... I wish unit was far more prominent in Doctor Who, man. It's such a cool concept. I love the David Tennant's 14 Doctors meeting Kate Ledbridge Stewart again. I wonder if how is she gonna react to the Doctor having this face again, because whether she's gonna wonder whether this is the 10th Doctor or whether she's gonna instantly realize that it's a Doctor from after the 13th Doctor, which is the last one she met. I'm just curious to her reactions and the explanation that we're gonna get there about that, you know? It's so cool to see her interact, man. That's gonna be so damn cool. I can't wait to see it. Are they being pushed away by the TARDIS? What the hell? There's a plane crashing. I don't understand what that energy is supposed to be. There's Neil Patrick Harris. Something blowing up. This looks fucking good. Like, look at these VFX in my Doctor Who. Like, this is even higher budgeted than even the Jodie era, which already felt like it looked far more like cinematic and higher budgeted with its VFX. But this is like fucking movie level of VFX quality, man. This is pretty good. Look at that visual, dude. Holy shit. Where the fuck is Neil Patrick Harris running off to? I don't understand. Why is he screaming here? Let me play it here.
Open fire!
Why does it have to be this? Have to be this? Why does it have to be this? Why does it have to be this?
He's saying, why does it have to be this? I assume he's talking about the face, because he has a lot of issues when it comes to that face, and that just makes me believe that he is the one who gave him that face now. Or maybe he is just kind of generally ranting about regenerating into this face again. Who knows? It's just, this is probably the most exciting part of the trailer for me, like this reaction of his right here. Because it's going to delve into what is probably the coolest and most interesting thing about these specials, which is David Tennant being the Doctor again, like degenerating back to that old face. that shot of him like as a puppet master is so fucking cool. Such a cool visual, dude. Look at that shit. This is what makes me think that he is gonna be the Celestial Toymaker, but whether he is or he's not, I guess we're gonna have to wait and see. Here's David Tennant raging again, which I guess it's once again about the face most likely. This looks a little bit video gamey, I'm not gonna lie. It's kind of obvious that this is fucking green screened.
Your fight is with me!
But it's still pretty cool. It kind of makes Neil Patrick Harris here look like the Eggman from Sonic. That's kind of what I thought when I first saw him, but you know, in most of the other shots, he does look like a distinct character, but here he just looks like Neil Patrick Harris in Indiana Jones cosplay. I kind of like it. I'm really curious about the villain that he's going to be playing. It looks like it's going to be very exciting. I'm very much here for this. And I love how the Doctor screams, "Your fight is with me." It's kind of cool. If there's one thing that David Tennant is really good at, is definitely raging at the villains. So I guess his character is not going to be that different from what he used to be as the 10th Doctor. That's for sure. I feel like this scene here with him saying to Donna, "I don't know if I'll be able to save you," it's kind of fucking cheap, I'm not gonna lie. Because we know that she's not gonna die. They're not gonna bring the two of them back just to have Donna fucking die. So he's clearly going to save her, and most likely he's even gonna get her memories back permanently, because once again, RTD, I don't think is going to mess with his own ending for these characters from Series 4 and just to finish it off in the same manner. Like, he's clearly going to be going for like a fix of that ending. Instead of having it be kind of a bittersweet ending, they're going to be going for like a more happy one here. So it kind of feels cheap that he says, "Oh, Donna, I might not be able to save you." Bullshit, you will. Who do you think you are lying to, Doctor? Trying to get a shot of the TARDIS, but I can't. So yeah, that's kind of largely it. Oh yeah, there's obviously the shot of Ncuti Gatwa as the Doctor. It seems like he's also already wearing his outfit, which I'm curious how much we're actually gonna get of him. But I guess we're gonna have to wait and see. And I really hope that I like him. But I'm not 100% sure. The things that I've seen from behind the scenes, in terms of his like costume as the Doctor, and some behind the scenes stuff, like I'm not sold on it. That doesn't mean that it's gonna be bad. I guess I'm just biased against it, but yeah, I'm hoping that I'm gonna like it. I really, really do. And to be honest, as I've said many times already, it's very much a tradition for Doctor Who fans to not like the new Doctor until it's well into his run, and then retroactively call him or her the best Doctor ever, you know? So, yeah. I think that's pretty much it. There's nothing really else to talk about. But, yeah. I am definitely slightly more excited for these specials. Like those lines by David Tennant, which kind of potentially will be show us that we will be delving into the reason for why he regenerated into this face again, is the most exciting part of this, for sure, for me. That's what is, in general, the most exciting thing. But this has also made me a little bit more excited about the villain that is played by Neil Patrick Harris. We still don't know whether it's the Celestial Toymaker or not, but regardless, he actually seems like he's going to be a generally interesting villain. So I'm curious to see what we're going to get from him, you know? But yeah. I overall feel a little bit disappointed from this trailer because it had a little bit too much old footage that we've already seen that was just kind of slightly extended. But it gave me, at least from the new stuff, it gave me exactly what I wanted. So it's kind of compensated for that. But still. Anyway, I think that's all I have to say about this. Next time you're gonna see me talking about Doctor Who is most likely when those episodes are released. And no, I'm most likely not gonna be reacting to them. I'm gonna be watching them for myself and review them only. I might have some footage, I might record myself watching the episodes, but it's not gonna be like a proper reaction like what I usually do, because I don't really like reacting to ongoing content, because it's just not easy for me to like easily like schedule it together with everything else, and I have to edit it as quickly as possible, and it just doesn't really work with the way I do things, because usually I record my reactions way ahead of time. I in general record my videos like months ahead of time, and I can't really do that with ongoing shows, because if it's an ongoing show, people are gonna ask, when are you gonna do your reaction? So that's why I don't do that, but at least reviews I can do, you know? So you can expect that from me. But in the meantime, I am curious, what did you guys think about this trailer? So make sure to comment those down below, and let's have a discussion about this. And also, before we end this video, I just want to give a huge shout out to my currently 2 patrons on Patreon, Deadpool and Corby Dead. Thank you guys for your support, I really appreciate it. It really means a lot to me. They have decided to support me and have continued to support me for such a long time. I hope you continue to enjoy my content and continue to support me going forward. Thank you very much. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, please leave a like and subscribe. Also, check out the link in the description to my Wattpad, where I post my stories, because in addition to doing all these videos on my channel, I'm also a writer. And if you enjoy my stories, or simply enjoy my videos, you can head over to my Patreon, my Ko-fi account, or my PayPal, where you can pledge your support and help get the channel going, help support me so I can keep writing the stories you enjoy. But if you don't want to do any of that, that's completely fine. You can still help me out in other ways, like liking this video, subscribing to the channel, and especially sharing this video with somebody who you think might enjoy it. And I think it's pretty much it for this video, so hopefully I'm gonna see you in the next one. Bye!